Hey everyone, I'm Drew from Borrow Lenses, and today we're taking a look at the Sony FX3. An interesting release as Sony touts it as the entry point into their FX cinema line of cameras, yet its specs mirror that of the A7S III. So maybe you're wondering what I'm wondering, which is, what are you? So the FX3 is the A7S III's non-identical twin with more expensive taste. Spec-wise, they're pretty much indistinguishable, delivering 4K up to 120 frames per second in 422 10-bit and 240 frames per second in HD. There's 16-bit raw output via HDMI, and of course, the low-light capabilities that have put the A7S line in a league of their own. Both rock a fully articulating LCD, take CF Express Type A cards, and utilize the same NPFC 100 battery, which should get you just under 2 hours of continuous record time. The differences are all in the body and the price tag. With the FX3 retailing at $3,900 upon release, does a slightly bigger build and a couple additional accessories justify the extra $400 over its sibling camera? I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Put a cage and an XLR adapter on the A7S III and you basically have the FX3. But those small modifications can go a long way for those looking to get more run and gun capabilities out of their mirrorless setup. The body is slightly larger, making it easier to go handheld and take advantage of the internal stabilization. And there's a servo zoom switch adding better functionality with compatible Sony power zoom lenses. Most importantly, the included dual XLR handle elevates the FX3 above typical DSLR and mirrorless options because of a major pain point in other small body setups: audio. In terms of the greater Sony universe, the FX3 sits between the A7S III and the FX6. Despite its reputation as a video-first camera, the A7S III is still a hybrid in a traditional photo body. In the case of the FX3, the scales have been tipped even more towards video. The viewfinder is eliminated to make room for more pro features like a tally light, cooling fan to alleviate any overheating issues, and plenty of mounting points for accessories. You'd opt for the FX3 over the A7S III if you're strictly a video shooter who doesn't want to bother building out a full rig with a cage or a large base plate. While it's still small enough for gimbal use, the bulkier build is geared more towards shooters who prefer a handheld look. You're also getting this cinema-ish guy for its dual XLR ports, giving you greater versatility and better quality audio. Great for documentary and corporate shooters who don't want to jump all the way up to the FX6. You'd stick with the FX3 over the 6 if you want that low-light prowess and can forego features found on more traditional digital cinema / camcorder style cameras like built-in NDs, SDI out, time code, and longer shoot times thanks to a larger battery. With the FX3, it's all about staying compact. The closest Canon counterpart would be the mirrorless cinema hybrid C70, which offers similar recording specs but falls short in low light and high-speed capabilities. The C70 is a larger camera with dual audio ports on its body rather than on a handheld attachment, although the Canon features mini XLR versus the FX3's full size, which makes it more likely you'll need additional cabling. While it makes sense to compare the two head-to-head, it's worth noting that the C70 comes at a higher price point, retailing for $5,500 upon release. So overall, if you're wondering, Sony FX3, hey, it's because you like what Sony has become known for with the A7S series. Solid, consistent video performance in a small form factor and unparalleled low-light capability. But you also want just a little bit more of a pro video feel for run and gun shooting without having to over-accessorize. So, if this sounds like the right choice for you in your next video project, try it for yourself and rent the Sony FX3 at borrowlenses.com.